Hope everyone's doing good. I know I haven't made a video in a while, so I just wanted to do a little update and kind of let you guys know what's going on with me and everything. I was going through a little bit of a rough patch, so I went out of town for a couple months just to kind of get away, and now I'm back, feeling pretty refreshed and ready to charge on with things. It did set back my launch date for my website, but now that I'm back on track with that, I'm hoping to be able to launch that within the first week of May. So everything is looking up with that, and I'm pretty excited about that. I am also going to be celebrating my 1 year on T on May 28th, so a lot of exciting things happening in May. Hopefully you guys are excited about it too. I also had mentioned a while back that I wanted some ideas for videos. A couple people sent me some questions, and so I figured while I'm here I'll go ahead and address those questions. And remember, if you guys have any other questions for me, or any, if you want me to make videos with demonstrations or anything, I'm going to be doing my own thing. There's going to be some stuff on the website, some videos, so you can check that out there if you don't have ideas and you just want to go through the gallery and see what's going on. Once I do have the website up, there will be plenty of videos for you to check out there. I got two questions. Alright, so the first question that I got was about DHEA and supplementing with DHEA. Basically what DHEA does, or is said to do, is increase hormone levels, whether it's testosterone or estrogen. It can increase the hormone levels. The thing with DHEA, though, is that there is no evidence to support its benefits. Some people think that it can help with muscle mass, but if you read over and over, time and time again, and you look at the research that's been done, there's no research that supports muscle mass, gains. There's no research that supports any type of weight loss, and there's no research that supports any type of disease prevention. So my thing with DHEA is that it's not beneficial to you. I've never tried using it personally because I know the evidence and the research that's been done on it. I do know of a trans guy who did try supplementing with DHEA, and he had not tried it for a very long period of time because he noticed that he was experiencing some hair loss, or a little bit of an increase in the rate of his hair loss. So he immediately stopped doing that, and I think he was definitely able to point that to the use of DHEA. So my suggestion to you is, stay away from it, basically, if it's not going to benefit you in any way. It has been said that it can be used as an anti-aging supplement. When you age, your hormones do decrease, and so it's been said that it can help with that, but then again, the research isn't sufficient on that either. So that's that with that. The other question that I received was about joints and how to strengthen joints, and this person had mentioned that they notice a lot of cracking and popping in their joints when they are lifting. So basically, I'm going to explain what that popping and cracking sound in the joint is. Basically a joint is where two bones articulate or come together, and there's cartilage around the ends of the bones, and there's a pocket of fluid in between the cartilage to prevent friction. When your bones are moving, you don't want that cartilage rubbing on each other, so there's a pocket of fluid for the friction. And basically what happens with this pocket of fluid, the fluid is called synovial fluid in the synovial joint, and there's a lot of physiology to it, but basically it produces a gas, and it can create these little bubbles within the fluid. And so basically what happens is when your joints move, it can pop these little bubbles within the fluid. Completely normal, it's not harmful to your body, it's a natural function You know, the only time you need to be concerned is if you're also experiencing pain with that popping or cracking or pain in your joint. At that point, it could be inflammation of the tissue around the joint, and that's when you should consult your doctor. But otherwise, completely normal thing. I think most people experience it. I'm sure you've heard that, you know, if you crack your knuckles, you can hear the popping sound, and a lot of people like to believe that you know, as time goes on, that you will develop arthritis in your knuckles if you do that a lot. Honestly, there's not even any research that supports that. So, you know, it's basically a myth that will happen. So yeah, no harm done there with that. Now, as far as strengthening the joints, I really suggest doing multi-joint exercises. You use a moderate amount of weight, 12 to 15 reps, and that will increasingly strengthen your joints. It's also known as compound movements. Basically, it's going to work, you know, one exercise that works multiple joints, such as pull-ups, push-ups, squats, deadlifts. Those kinds of exercises are multi-joint exercises, and using a moderate amount of weight, you can strengthen those. I also like to suggest resistance bands because it doesn't create a lot of force on the joint, doesn't put a lot of pressure on the joint, and you can use the resistance bands. I also suggest it for injury rehabilitation. You know, you're trying to rehabilitate an injury, you don't want to put a lot of force and pressure on that injury, so resistance bands are really great for that. There's so many different exercises you can do with those. But yeah, as far as joint strengthening, I also suggest that. So resistance training, you know, using weights with a moderate amount of weight. You don't want to use too much weight because it'll put too much pressure on the joint, and you won't really benefit yourself doing that. So, or resistance bands, really great way to strengthen the joint. I'm also going to be putting a video out about that to demonstrate certain exercises with the resistance bands, because they're really useful in a lot of different ways. They're useful as a tool to use at home if you can't get to the gym or whatnot, and you can use them in so many different forms and ways. And yeah, so keep on the lookout for that video. Hopefully I'll have it up soon. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions for me, you know, I've got my email address. I also take questions on Tumblr if you want to hit me up there. But when I get the website launched, that's going to be my main point of contact. You'll be able to, you know, ask me anything on there, whether it's about videos or demonstrations, or whether you want to check out some training or some meal plans or anything like that. That'll be the main method of contact there. So hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again when I get that website launched up here in the next few weeks. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time.